Now that you've learned what product targeting campaigns are, I'm going to share with you some additional types of campaigns that you can create for different strategies. One thing to keep in mind though for product targeting campaigns, and help you understand them even better, is that they are more similar to display ads that Google does on a website than to the search results you first see on Google. Sponsored product campaigns that target keywords show up on the search results page of Amazon. Sponsored product campaigns that target products show up as an ad on another product page, as Kevin demonstrated. While being found on search is about conversion, product targeting is about visibility, which leads to branding for your product. This does mean that product targeting campaigns can be a bit more expensive than keyword targeting campaigns, but they are well worth it for the branding aspect for your new product. So let's take a look at the different product targeting strategies. During the last module, Kevin mentions finding ASINs by using your search term reports, which is a great way of seeing what ASINs are working for your specific products in your auto campaigns if you've been running them for a little while. But I wanted to quickly show you how you can use ads versus manually going through your search term reports, so you can see how easy it is to find potential ASINs to target in your product targeting campaigns. So we're here on the dashboard of ads, and once we go over to the analytics section, we can see a search term level. Now each one of these levels here are account wide. So when we click over to search term level, basically what we're looking at is all the search terms for every single campaign that's currently running in this account. So that includes your auto campaigns, it includes manual campaigns. For now, what we're looking for is converting ASINs, and you can see right at the top, you've got one here and then a few more right there. So the great thing about ads versus looking at your search term reports is A, it was instantaneous, as you can see. We've also auto-capitalized these so that you can search for them really quickly and easily, and we've linked them as well. So you can just click on it and see immediately if this is a product that's similar to what you're actually advertising. Now, this is actually the product that this account is for. So that search auto campaign is using this particular product as a product targeting ASIN in their campaign. So that is actually a strategy we're going to go over a little bit later in this module. But for now, let's just go back over here so you can just see if you wanted to look at, if you wanted to find more, we're only looking at a week's worth of data right here. So we can go back 30 days, 60 days, last month, as you can see. But let's see how many more that we can find besides those four if we go back just a little bit more time. As you can see, there's some more grouped here. We can always sort these also if we want to just look at those that have made sales. We can do that really quickly here. Let's see, there's a few more there. And keep scrolling, you can see there's one here that's made just one sale, and a couple more I think at the bottom. I did the search earlier that are also just one sale. So the reason that I want to check on these is because if it's just one sale, it might actually be a fluke. So if an auto campaign is using this ASIN and it did get one sale, you're still going to want to check to make sure that these are ASINs that are actually related to your product. As you can see, I'm not really sure how this relates to a crutch product, so which is the account product that we were looking at. So I wouldn't necessarily maybe use that one. Let's look at this one really quick too. Yeah, this one's relevant. So again, the product is a crutch. This particular sale happened because you can see this sponsored product was linked here through the auto campaign, and this is a relevant product. So this is an ASIN that I would most likely then go ahead and copy and then use in a product targeting campaign. So ads will do this automatically for you once you create some rules around it, and it will then appear in the suggestions as new targets for you to use in your product targeting campaigns. But we're going to go over those in a different module. So besides complementary and competitive strategies that Kevin showed you how to create ASIN lists for, another strategy is targeting by category and brand. Here I've already set up a campaign pretty much where Kevin ended in his last module, and he showed you how to enter a list of ASINs after doing some research on either Blackbox or ASIN Grabber or using your own search term reports. But most product targeting campaigns are going to have a category recommendation that Kevin's just didn't have because it was a dummy account. And this is the second type of product targeting campaign I'm going to suggest that you run. And that's because category targeting is like running an auto campaign, but for product pages. Here, you're telling Amazon that I want to be seen on listings in this particular category. So Amazon's going to do the matches for you, and you can essentially use this as a research type of campaign to find converting ASINs that you can then start targeting directly by adding them to your list in the first type of campaign that Kevin showed you. So when you find your particular category, you're going to want to hit the refine button before you click on target. And that's because, very similar to the way Kevin went over filters in Blackbox, you've got the same type of filters here. Now, this is where you want to say, I only want to be seen on product listings that the product is more expensive than mine, or maybe it has a lower star rating. That's going to increase your competitive advantage for a potential conversion. So you can do the same thing here. This product I know is price point is $149. So you could say, I don't want to be seen on listings for crutches that are below $149. I also know that this has a 4-star rating, so you can say, I only want to be seen on product pages that have a 0 to 4-star rating, not 5. Now, as you can see here, when you make these adjustments, Amazon will show you exactly how many product listings your product targeting campaign is going to show on. So 5 to 9 isn't very much. So I'm probably going to want to be a little less aggressive here and say, I want to be seen on product listings for crutches that are at least $100. You can see it makes that adjustment here. The other thing you can do is by shipping. I always select all because I would want to be seen if it's applicable on people that are using Prime and as well as people that are not using Prime. But another thing that you can filter down by is by brand. So if you know there's a particular brand that you absolutely want to compete against, you would find that here. This particular category again is crutches. So these are all the different types of brands that Amazon has on file in the crutch category. So once you have your refinements done, you go ahead and you create launch campaign here, and you're good to go with an auto type of campaign, but for product targeting. So the third product targeting type of campaign or strategy that I wanted to show you is more of a defensive one. And it's very similar to like a brand keyword targeting campaign, but for product targets. So let's look at an example of a company that I know is very good at using all of their real estate on Amazon, and that's Bulletproof Coffee. So as you can see, at the top, they've got their sponsor brand ad, then they've got the top 4 positions of paid, it's all bulletproof, and then they've also got all the organic listings too. So they're really, really good at really being competitive or aggressive with their particular keyword, Bulletproof Coffee. Wow, this is even stronger than I remember. Look, everything here is bulletproof, almost all the way down the page. Let's see how far down this goes. So anyways, you can see this company is very, very good at marketing against their own keywords. But what we're looking for here is how well are they at doing the same exact thing, but on their own product listings. So let's take a look at the original, which is the coffee that I was looking for anyway. So this is the product listing. Now the product targeting campaigns are right here. So sponsor products related to this item. Again, these are all product targeting campaigns, and every single one is filled by Bulletproof. So Bulletproof is basically paying to be seen on their own product listing. Let's see how deep this goes. There's 73 here. Pages. So the second page, again, only one that's different. So by the third page, you start seeing a little bit less, but these top 3 or 2 pages here of listings are the really most effective. So this is an example of a company that's doing a really good job of branding their products on the listing of their own products. And this is what I mean by kind of a branding campaign for your own product, or a defensive strategy for your own products, because somebody's going to bid on these positions no matter what. So it might as well be you, and you are more likely to convert on your own brand than another brand anyway. So it's a really smart method of doing, even if you're just still starting out. So obviously the way that you would build this type of campaign is in the campaign builder. You would just enter your own product ASINs in the list, and then you would launch that type of campaign. If you remember earlier in this module, we saw a product that converting ASIN in the search term report that was the same exact ASIN as the product we were looking at, which was the crutches. So that, again, that's an example of using your own ASINs to target in product targeting campaigns. So when it comes to product targeting campaigns, you just have to remember your product targeting campaigns are a billboard, and this is a billboard on the product listing of, it could be another competitor, or it could actually be your own product, as we're seeing here. So this billboard is very, very effective at branding your campaign, and the more brand recognition you're going to get on Amazon, the more you're going to continue to grow on Amazon.